victory in Jesus, my Savior forever. He taught me with his redeeming blood. He loved me and I knew him. Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis. Ray. Can I call you Ray? Ray, listen. God's linebacker, Ray. Ray, ever since that murder thing that happened and nobody went to jail for, where those two guys died, that you were involved in, I ain't never looked at you as God's anything. However, you do have a point talking about Shannon Sharpe and him being disappointed in you. It's like, so what? Now let's get some sound bites, because Donald Gilbert asked me to get some sound bites from news feeds, because I know this is what he likes. And this is Ray Lewis trying to explain some of why he took two knees and why he was praying. Now listen, I don't come down on anybody for praying, because listen, I pray every day, because look, you don't know what can come your way. Things seen and not seen. People can be in your life that you don't want to be in your life. People who you want in your life aren't in your life. There's not enough soda going around. Tip something to my neighbors. There's all kind of trouble coming. Trouble will come. And you gotta pray. You better pray. That's your right as an American. That's your right as God's child to pray, talk to God. So I don't come down on anybody for praying, not whatsoever. And I'm not coming down on Ray Lewis for praying. I don't like him, but I'm not coming down on Ray for praying in the midst of all that was going on. And Shannon, you talking about you disappointed in a 42-year-old man, like, who cares? Who cares that you're disappointed? Who cares, Shannon? I wouldn't have never said anything to Ray. Some people are saying that Ray, and a bunch of other people are kneeling because it's fashionable. No, these people are kneeling because Donald Trump attacked them and called them a son of a bee. Meaning your mother is a bee, a female dog. That's why they all knelt, just like, oh, it's like that. That's why all the owners went out there and joined and locked arms. So let's listen to some of Ray, what he has to say.
You've seen me fall on my knees in Denver. You saw me fall on my knees in New England. When I got to New Orleans, I fell on my knees. Because of my mother.
I don't want to hear about you.
Understand why, JB. When I was 10 years old, I watched my mother walk up to me.
Nope.
Saw my mouth moving. I asked
and your mouth moving was because?
Praying. Now, this makes me ask you a serious question. I have First Amendment rights.
You do have First
myself.
Amendment.
We got people standing. We got people bowing. We got people don't even want to respect the flag. If we want to make it right, make it two ways. You can only stand or pray.
Let me stop you
We
right
used to
there.
have it like that and chose to.
Let me stop you right there, Raymond. For one, people weren't disrespecting the flag for the 90th, 10 millionth time. I don't even know if that's a number. Nobody was disrespecting the flag, Ray. I mean, if you're going to get up there and so-called be a preacher and talk about your mom, and that is sad about what happened to your moms. Okay, I'm leaving moms out of this. But nonetheless, and you should leave your mom out of it, Ray. But nonetheless, nobody's disrespecting the flag. Taking a knee has nothing to do with the flag. These people are in such a great position for everybody to hear them, for a lot of people to hear them. People like Ray Lewis, people like commentators and all that. And these people who played the game, were great at the game, and now they're, still in the limelight of the game. People are looking to them for some type of advice or whatever, what have you. Fine. They're in such a great position to really explain what in the world is going on. It has nothing to do with the flag. Not whatsoever. It's the national anthem. It's the fact that police brutality is a real thing with no accountability. A 17-year-old just got shot the other day. Hands up, don't you? And look, that's what it's all about. Ray, if you're going to bring your, all this other stuff into it to show how godly you are, why don't you tell the God's honest truth? Ray, it has nothing to do with the flag. Okay? Kneeling in quiet protest is an American thing to do. It is your right to do when you feel that something is not right within your community, within your state, within your county, country. However, we cannot get out here and blind people and make them think that, oh, this is just about the military. Okay? This is just about, something that's flight by night. No, people are dying every day. Black, brown people, colored people are dying every day by Americans. Not by some foreign country, not by some country across the water. America is killing their own people. And nobody seems to give two dams that people are dying every day from Americans killing their own people. And then people like to throw up, oh, there's black on black crime. What does black on black crime have to do with police? People who are sworn officers, sworn to protect. See, black people aren't sworn to protect black people. I'm not sworn to protect nobody. An officer takes an oath by God and country to protect the citizens. It doesn't say to protect the white citizens, to protect the Asian citizens, to protect the Indian citizens, because they're the ones who are really being protected. But the white white police officers are using black people as target practice, literally. Their faces, when they're shooting at a target, if you've seen that whole video in Florida, they have black faces up as target practice. This would piss me off about people like you, Ray. You have all this power and talk about all you do with black communities, but you don't say what really is going on. You want to march and be seen. You're like Jesse Jackson and all them other clowns out there who want to march and be seen, but you really don't want to go after what's really going on. You work with the police. No, but you don't come out and talk against what the police are really doing. You working, get out of here with that. How many people are still dying on the street while you work in your own community? Ray, aren't you from Baltimore? You're working? Get out of here. And I'm tired of these clowns, man. Y'all not working with nobody because they're going to keep doing what they're doing. They're pre-programmed to kill people. I think I'm done. Now let's listen more, Ray.
Pray.
So to be clear about this,
Yeah.
you didn't drop on
God's
one knee as you
listening to your
said you wouldn't
prayers,
do
Ray.
because you disagreed with that former protest, but you dropped on two knees.
I never will agree with that.
So you made
You never will agree with the protest, Ray. You never will agree with protesting that black people are being slain every day because you think it's a protest against the flag. Let's hear more from Ray.
that
I do too much with the military.
Right. And the flag in the military they coincide, correct. But football in the military, they coincide. Football had nothing to do with the military until 2009, when the military paid the NFL to start putting military presence in NFL games. Other than that, it had nothing to do with the NFL. It's called propaganda, Ray. Why don't you mention that, Ray? Come on, let's see if he mentions
I do
that.
too much for cops.
Cops, right?
I do too much meeting with high-level officials.
And they do the same thing every day. Absolutely nothing, because people are still getting slain in the street. Tell me what they're doing. Putting more cameras on cops so they can turn them off? Like the kid who got shot and killed in Chicago, stole a car, police turned his camera off and shot this kid. Killed him. Just boom, just like that. Tell me more what you're doing, Ray.
Trying to fix the problems in these neighborhoods.
Is that working?
I do way too much, JB, and I just want to get into this and let everybody understand why, JB. When I was 10 years old,
Nope, we're not going into talking about your mom, right? Because your mom has nothing to do with this. You know, you're going to talk about how your mom told you to pray. All of our moms told us to pray. That's how we grew up. I don't want to hear about your mom telling you to pray. You're not really attacking the real truth. None of y'all are. And it just pisses me off because, I'm black. I got a black family. I'm in fear of my life every time I leave. Every time I leave the house. My nieces and nephews, every time they leave the house. I'm not trying to hear it. I want to play one more clip by Jesse Williams. I don't know Jesse Williams, but he makes a very, very fine point. Let's listen to Jesse Williams. Then I'm done with my rant.
This is going to put the onus squarely on the owners to bring back Colin Kaepernick? If you think he's going to be too hot to handle?
I'm playing this clip for Donald Gilbert because he likes when I play clips. So
the meritocracy in the NFL prove that on the owners. I think we have this perception that athletics is entirely a meritocracy, and the NFL proves in the positions that they consider more cerebral that it's just simply not. And they don't know right from wrong because we know 7 or 8 of these owners gave Donald Trump $1 million each and are close friends with a very horrible a guy who thinks he's a dictator, who treats America like it's a game show and we're North Korea and we need to stand at pledging allegiance as war machines fly overhead for military recruiting videos. I think, Thomas, it's also important to realize that this anthem thing is a scam.
It's a scam.
This is not actually part of football. This was invented in 2009 from the government paying the NFL to market military recruitment, to get more people to go off and fight wars to die.
You hear the other guy say, right. So, look, that's what it's all about. Has nothing to do with the doggone flag. It's all propaganda. Yeah, I'm tired. It's your boy Tone 202. Ray.